True. Okay. Alright, we're switching to soft talking. So, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm trying to work on vocals at least once a week. So, it's a little bit of an experience for all of us. My voice kind of hates it after about an hour. So, we'll just kind of see how it goes. Alright, I don't remember exactly what they were saying right before. I guess this is just how it started for the day. Are you sure that would be okay? Yes. I mean, it'd be really hard to pull off. But it's something that'll make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully. I know. Hey Gala. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Jinxie was just giving me some feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? Oh, let me mute my music. Sorry. Let me move all of this stuff. There we go. I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. Although I need to interrupt Jinxie for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... You remember my remedy? Of course. Do you want to give it a try again? My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Okay. Remember, it has tea and ginger. It's like, by the way, you fucked it up last time. Okay, so for anybody wondering what we're trying to do, he's looking for a remedy for his werewolf affliction. So I've not found it yet. I don't think it's that. I think we tried that last time. I don't think we tried this. I feel like I'm gonna disappoint him again. So it's both of those. Oh, yeah. Okay, so last time I think we've tried honey. I think we've tried lemon. I don't think order matters. I know tea and ginger have to be like in the beginning. What does this make? Masala chai. Did we try this before? Have I given him this? I don't think I've given him this before. One in chat if we try it. One in chat, or two in chat if we try mint. One in chat for cinnamon, two in chat for mint. Cinnamon. Okay, everybody wants the Alright, I hope you like this. 3 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No. It's the look of disappointment and sadness and disappointment, and he hates it. What? What are you? What? 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 No. What? What the fuck? He hates me. Oh, he hates it. Never mind. He's just like, your failure amuses me. I'm depressed. That's sadness. I've messed up his order twice now. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion. Don't worry, Mr. Gallo. We're done for the night. I don't think I fucked it up that bad. Hi, Fox. How you doing? I think he's just disappointed in me. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. Next time, I'm looking it up. I don't give a shit. Or we're gonna try the chai. But I don't know. Fuck. Disappointed. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on, I was joking. He needs to learn to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Oh, come on. I'm doing good, Fox. How are you doing? I'm ready for weekend. Weekend brain. Everybody's favorite. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Bailey's. Hey. How are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Jinxie was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? That score will determine what page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. I know, it's not that original. But my target here is the mainstream audience. Huh? With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. It was nothing new, but because of marketing and the name involved, it reached the mainstream market. That sounds interesting. And highly ambitious, Freya. At least it's simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. Order does matter. Is it ginger and then tea and then like my fucking fist in the drink, stirring it with one hand? So, I don't want to know yet, but next time I try. This look of sadness over here, disappointment. I made it before. the one with chunky ginger. This one. No, that's coffee. Shit. What? Okay. And that's even before considering the sensitive issue of sending the story in a world where only humans exist. What did you say? No, that's the reason why it has to be this way. Just wait until I finish it, okay? Alright, alright. As Jinxie said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You have to wait for it. Don't even want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte, if you know how to make it. Oh, I feel sadness happening. Nobody believes in me anymore. I don't even believe in myself. This coffee shop is going under. Do you like it? Do you approve? You better say it's delicious. Damn, this is good. Okay, see, I did something correct today. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. I hope everybody had a good Tuesday. I think I'm gonna wake up early and go grocery shopping tomorrow. Sorry, water drink was loud. Water. Damn, this is good. Hey. Why am I blanking on what I had for breakfast? I had 2 chicken strips and then I had an egg sandwich with cucumber and lettuce on it, and it was delicious. I had eggs. Whoa, look, protein. Wow, chicken. Yep, I tried. It wasn't just pasta. Donut. With this kind of drink making skill, I wonder why your place isn't any bigger. What we have here now is more than enough for me. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. By the way, how are you doing, Bailey's? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? As in you're dropping the project. Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done as if I'd finished, as in I finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure it's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course, and I convinced her by using some design terms she doesn't understand. So you finished your job by bullshitting her. The finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. Taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know? Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Oh, spicy. and I was getting my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay. Let's call him Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend. Still following? And that girl has a friend. And that friend is the one I'm after. Oh, okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? I don't want to get into details. But this succubus was super hot. And all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua, genius. Huh? Lua was my friend's girl. Holy moly. This is getting spicier. The other girl's name was... let's just call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lua thanks to our relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interruptions? Look at this little angry face. Jeez. Okay. So, I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out, and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Holy mother of moly. I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness. Without even thinking about it, punched Cognac in the face. You what? Got into a fight with him. No, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch. And he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. More like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I didn't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty badly. So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. I didn't even remember the exact date. But suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship. It's one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her, by the way? Yeah. Lua came by a few days ago. How is she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though. With whom? There was a male model. A model? I didn't think she was that type of girl. To go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, they were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight. About your family and stuff. And then this guy, Hyde, joined the conversation. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval. Considering, you know. What? You're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or should I say, most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there's a certain unwritten rule you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. You know. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable, unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree? You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country, accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord, Voldemort, accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Whoa. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Tell me about it. Lua is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of consolidation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you can give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a different spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. That's easy for you to say now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day you might use the I left my family for you card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard work, because life is full of storms, and marriages, it will not survive on love alone. Whoa, that's deep. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Babies. Tell me, do you have health insurance? Oh, you're asking the deep questions. What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege. But you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or get seriously injured. Empty their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. Oh man, this is getting deep. If you decide to have children, they won't have the same privilege you do. There's a high probability that they'll be bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I've gotta go. I apologize for my intrusion. Cal just dropping fucking bombs on Bailey. Thank you for your insight. I've got to go too. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Jinxie. And Freya. Bye. I wanted to make him a second drink because I fucked it up. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you gonna write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like there is no world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. Okay, wait, is it this one? No, I've already made that one. That one has honey in it. Tuesday. Are you laughing because that's the one? Don't do this to me. Who vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedatives illegally? Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. Sport tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Who? He's gonna give me another chance. Senpai. What can I make your drink? How do I make your drink? How the fuck do I make? It's never changed, I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Jinxie. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. Damn it. He gave me a hint. So it's Chris, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Thank you. How was your stream? So it's either this. Hi Lord Bunnybone. Hello raiders. Okay, it's not that. It won't let me do. Okay, it's gotta be. Okay, so I just did tea, ginger, milk. It's gotta be tea, milk, ginger. For anybody new here, hello, my name is Jinxie. I stream ASMR 5 nights a week. I did it. Yay. Sorry, I messed up this drink so many times. Yay. Tonight we're making progress in Coffee Talk, which is a really amazing pixel story game. It's very relaxing, very cozy. Just what I needed. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Yay, I found the drink. Ah. Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help but overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. we do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh, didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What exactly happened? Yeah, Chris, I hope you had a good stream. Thank you again so much for the raid. How is everybody doing? What exactly happened? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple dwarves. Ugh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple, really. You're trash, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, you were not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of this whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, up to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck the universe sent me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me that night before, hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that it counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans? Ah, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in a hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. Hyde. Prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. Flamin' Hot Cheetos, Funyuns, Doritos. Oh gosh, what else do they have now? They have Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. Okay, let me know how it goes. What the? What is life? Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Jinxie, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Oh gosh. Okay. Warm. What makes the warm go the most? Lemon. Cinnamon. Cinnamon tastes better. Do you think cinnamon mint tea would taste good? Do you think you'd like that? Is that like weird? I don't know. I don't know. Dude. Please like it. I made it for you. Exactly what I wanted. Oh, beautiful. It's what I want to hear. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up young girls young enough to be their granddaughter? That won't work on me. It's just weird. Oh, yeah, it sounds weird. I've no interest in flirting with you. Got high standards, you know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Jinxie my draft. I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Yo, transfers. Hello, hello. Hi, Rue. I hope you're having a good night. And thanks for following back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I look forward to catching one of your streams in the future. Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. Coco, thank you for the follow. Thank you. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives, then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? Most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, that's why it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me, we rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patients' personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hide. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position? Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? Not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing the job. I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Jinxie. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. You know, it's kind of hard to believe. It's kind of hard to believe someone like Alec could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story. Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Wow. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya. Come on. I won't get into details. But going to war messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that related to his muscle, or that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. At least, it's the only way he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle? Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk to it. Oh my god, let me start over. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprises there. But I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened to his therapy sessions. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. Not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. He began work. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? name. We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need to reveal things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthlings' efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir. Hi. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, do you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this. We choose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah. The RME Genro album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything. Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. I need to make them feel something. Warm. I can make them feel warm. Should I make them coffee? If you are from space, would you want a coffee-based drink? Great. Warmth. Like extra warm. Excuse me. Burp. I don't know, I'm trying to make them feel warm. Maybe they'll feel caffeinated. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Oh boy. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes. Normally, yes. But you can't be sure with Freya. That definition was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date? All the way from a galaxy far, far away? Whoa. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. We are glad if we could make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Oh man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it's going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You are a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you a good story. God. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong though. I'd go on a date with them. But I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories. I know, babe. Aniki, thank you for the biddies. I'm saving Godric for tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming in the afternoon when I wake up. And I'm gonna stream Godric and the trees and deals and whatever. So I pretty much took a break for a while and got a few levels, and now I'm ready. Excuse me. Aniki, how are you doing? Thank you again. Thank you. But I'll only sleep with somebody I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves, and those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So, even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that's what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know. Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay, so how can we become your boyfriend? You should start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process of Earth is surely extremely complicated. It could be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker. Someone good at communicating. Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms. Something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you want... Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So, we talked about using condoms. But how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that. But we cannot tell you the details. Unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. It will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research. And we tried it on a testing object we made. Oh god. Oh no, I'm dropping frames. No, I'm dropping frames. Fuck. We just need to make it through the day and then my frames can do whatever they want. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Oh yeah, we're green again. Thank you. Being born on Earth sounds so difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Here, just in case. Just in case. If anybody is feeling behind, if anybody thinks they're lagging, you might just pause and unpause. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. Means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your missions with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It's yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We're off for now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. The looks. The looks they're giving each other. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came by was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer at work. Wow, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yes, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come by a few days ago. Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the conversation. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not that easy to make Gala join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoyed him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Dark chocolate. Wednesday. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Dwarven-made cars face challenge against unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. To that point where I can't talk right. I can't talk correctly. So, alright. Let's see what happens today. Also, let's see if we have this in our... Okay, we have it. Okay, good. Welcome, welcome, voice. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short, FIRE. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure. But according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try blending in better, right? To avoid attention, you know. That's a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures, after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. Take care on your way. You really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? Good evening, Jinxie. Yo. Hello, Miss Agua, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? No, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? When she says a lot, do you think she wants like double the mint? kind of want to disappoint. Oh. Hopefully she likes it. I don't know. Your drink's ready. Oh, this looks really fresh. I call this mirror check, inspired by its origin. I probably just fucking did not pronounce that right. Marashek in Morocco. I've heard the people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my, it's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. She liked it, she liked my tea. How are you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order right away? Sure. I'll have the Teteric. I know I've made this before. What? I know I've made it before. Shit. Teteric, I don't even know what. Yeah, nope. When do I get to ask for help? Is it a coffee? Is it a coffee or tea or a green tea drink? Teteric, that sounds like something with ginger. Fuck. That's not it. Shit. Have I ever made it? This is only for today. Fuck. Anybody wanna give me a hint? I swear I thought we made this before. Did I do that already? Fuck. Wait, when you say TTM, what do you mean? Sorry. Like tea. Milk at the end. Oh. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Saved by chat. Yes. Chat made you this. Here's your Teteric. Made by chat. You fucking wanted it. Oh. I thought you were gonna say I don't like this. Like, this is what I wanted. It's way better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Just like the Teteric you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? From chat. I've traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. Yeah. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, and from videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office? As usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress for the problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh, I want to say please don't forget the rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and your team. Ha. As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please, so your family gets rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway. Because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. Oh my gosh, I fucking hate that, like, office mentality. But then it's like all or one. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot, even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. Oh, I just realized I have my, shoot. Okay. I just want to mute that for the, YouTube playback. I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. Sorry, I ruined the mood for everyone. Zero, good morning. Don't worry about it, Agua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this. So don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. I feel... Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? The game got approved to be showcased at Max West this year. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. Hi, Dizzy. So what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it fast, before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then. And the event is even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry, and also senior journalists. I know, but I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional, and thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know. And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? What if they don't like my game and they say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Oh yeah, because they can't hide behind a screen. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That is one problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public, I just can't imagine the horror. Texting. You know what? So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. Yeah. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then, you shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But, I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Oh, okay. Good. Now, what are you gonna show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan? No, don't. I'll give you the guideline on what to have for the expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Before you go stretchies. Do so. Okay? Got it. Now let's see. I've never been to an expo before. Yeah, I like that Myrtle took the lead. Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, Jinxie. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet, it'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm gonna perform at Coachella this next week. They're still adding new performers. Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are backups. Oh. But it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes. And I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. I can do this. I can do this. I can handle this. Why is it so bitter? Should I make it more sweet? Should I make it like so sweet? Honey chocolate, I don't like it. No, I can't trash it. Wait, no. Trash it. Oh. Okay. I'm doing it like this. Well, shit. Alright, fuck it. It's just like I'm gonna cry. Here's your drink. Oh, it looks very pretty. And it's warm and sweet. I love it. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. I like my drink. Chocobi Miroku. Chocobi Miroku. I think a player. Good morning. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the oh my god, I can't talk anymore. Try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Spaghetti breakfast. I actually, what did I make for? I kind of lied today with that tweet. I actually had a vegan chicken burger for breakfast. Dad? What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening? Oh my god, this guy. I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio. No, wait, wrong voice. So I thought you'd be here. Now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having? What would you recommend? Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara? Oh, what is that? It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. Is it chocolate and milk and what? Ginger? Oh my god, my memory is like, let's not talk about it. Whoa, that thing looks fancy as fuck. Your drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Glad you liked it. Dad. Yes. Please go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's gonna make me become more successful. I know, Morris. He's not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars to become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you were being afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing. You're just too young to understand. Then make me understand. Besides, this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Such Rachel. I'm sorry, but I'm trying, okay? Try harder, because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn, but I am learning. Or, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course there are things I need to figure out. But it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. Why is my talking is hard tonight? I can't function. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now, please go home, relax, and don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. And it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to go home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. But that's... See you, Dad. Question mark. You haven't enjoyed something in like 13 years. You gotta get back to basics. Gotta get yourself a coloring book. Wait, Rachel. You done fucked up. Excuse me for a moment, Jinxie. I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear them argue, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely. Especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? Oh, that face. She's getting naked. No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. You are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you wanna head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Jinxie, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks as usual. Please take care on your way home. I guess that's all for... No. Oh, you're back, Mr. Henry. No, please no. Please no. We should lock the door. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No, I lost her. Sorry to hear that. But I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes. Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell you if it makes you uncomfortable. No, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago. just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s. And they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. What a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it is good. What hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols, to the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar's lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families, and the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited pictures, stalking, outright sexual assault. Ow. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. It wasn't even the target of the abuse. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it still haunts me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened up a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, and they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry? They visit my place from time to time. We all meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you going to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Jinxie. And sorry for bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then, goodbye. That guy's a mess. That guy needs to chill. He needs to just calm down. The Grinch. Spicy, not everyone's cup of tea. Thursday, October 1st. Yeah, it was like ginger mint tea with like it was like green tea with like a peppermint sticking out of it. I don't know. Coachella organizer reminds parents not allowed their children to attend unsupervised. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella. Stomach. Yo, Tsunami Man, thank you. Gail Nyman and Harukami, they collaborate for a new IP. They moved everything around. Early day tomorrow. Sleep well. Tom Matthew, thank you for the follow. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something that you can do. Oh yeah, are you getting a heat wave too? It was so hot here today. Good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Get some good rest. Sleep well. What is it? Can we work here? That's a hard no. Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? What? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skills have improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we can focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. We will literally have no customers. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through a certain process before you finally get the job. If you get it at all, they need to actually be hiring. Let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. I only get like 4 customers a night. I don't think I need help. I'm pretty capable of things. Oh no. We're so sorry for our spontaneity. I'm taking my stomach gurgle. Hi Irvin. Yo, it's been a long time. How you doing? But it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. No. No, I'm sad. Damn. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come in here just to chill. I've been making VTuber content for over a year. I've more recently started doing it on Twitch the last like 5 or 6 months. Slowly. Everything is there. Oh, I need to update that command. Shoot. That's been wrong all week. There we go. Alright. They might just come for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you just let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking, or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Hi FBI, thank you for the follow. How's it going? Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though, to help keep your suit clean and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. but it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Oh, what did I just fucking agree to? Why is this? Why did I agree to this? Well, they said that they've got an appointment tomorrow, so. Welcome. Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Brea. Hey, Jinxie, what's going on here? Can somebody screenshot that for a fucking, like, Discord emote? Well, Neil is working here tonight. Thank you, Zero. That's a good one. Oh. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would figure out Zero for an alien invasion. It's not like that. Neil is just helping out. No, I can't play that for ASMR because that game will get me riled up. We'll probably play that in a month or two though when I actually do like a VTuber debut with my 2D model. I've been kind of saving that one for a day where I can scream and shout, let it all out, and be needy. Streamer overload. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things here to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will just be here to serve and communicate. Hi APL, hello. Hi Trainer Demon, whoa whoa whoa. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there is anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya. I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yeah. How did she find out? You remember my faithful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately. That was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you gonna do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, I hope it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? Oh, that was adorable. A warm cup of drink. I love it. It is on the house. Huh? You're allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was nice to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite? Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Well, she likes straight up coffee. Just straight up 3 shots of coffee. What should we get Freya? Should we keep it coffee? Should we keep it coffee? Should we? Little this. No more coffee. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. I legit Lord. What should we put for the third thing? Anybody wanna choose something? Guess I'm just gonna do coffee. I don't know. Coffee. I did a little bit. We'll see if she likes it. Yeah, she trusted me with something new, so I'm like, I don't know, did I fucking ruin her trust? Oh no. Yeah, maybe it's just like the way she makes them that just doesn't sit well with you. I don't know. They are not good. Oh no. Wait, the 3 cheese Doritos. Oh no. Hi Discordia, how was your stream? Thank you. Here's your drink, especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Please like it. Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. Did you have a good stream, Discordia? I would get some water and some food if you're hungry. Stretch, take care of yourself. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable. Even with the caffeine infusion, without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh, we are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Language just keeps on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask. Ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number. But full time, I should be able to write between 3 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. according to our research, the standard numbers of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think we should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to arts. Fang was having a bath. Wait, I touched your paw. Did I surprise you? I touched your paw. You're okay. She was like really into her bath and I touched her paw and surprised her somehow, even though she saw me. That was silly. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter? Definitely. Cool. That doesn't sound like you. And that didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Well, your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Neil, some people come to the coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visit here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Pardon us? I was just training Neil on how to talk to customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion if you want to blend in with us. Stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve. But we will try. Step by step. One small step for you. Might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Rhea. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening? I already told the barista to call the cops when he's... What? Oh wait. Cops when he's going to breed here. I don't even know what this is. If I knew he was gonna breed here. Where is Jinxie? Miss Agua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Huh. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink the water. Okay, I'm feeling better now. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It's alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Agua. It is time for our break anyway. So here's the deal. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Jinxie. It's nothing really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. What? What are you gonna do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. But you didn't say that baby has to be born out of love. But didn't you say? Yes, we noticed that. We also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings. Oh, awesome. Yeah, just don't set your standards too high and it won't be a disappointment, hopefully. We'll see, we'll see. Including the breeding manners. That is why we study what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be ready to breed with many female Earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. Oh my god, we're still having a bath. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. No, Neil's an alien and I own the coffee shop. What are you two doing here together? It's nothing, we're just friends, you know. We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? We go still having a bath. Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you know. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I want to thank her directly. But she arrived first. So I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But, wait. If you want to thank her directly, does that mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. So you are correcting my grammar now, aren't you? Now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. I didn't even pick up on that anyway. It's not like that was saying it's written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Agua. The forever bath. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix. But players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about pacing, control, UI, UX. Huh. Must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removes some of the weight from my chest. Just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. Just moving my mic. Not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done, doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya. But please be more confident. I've even started to doubt myself. Why does Fuego do her full bath in here and then just leave? It's all rude. It's all rude. She's acting like she can't open the door, and it's not even shut. Hold on a second. Oh my god, the door wasn't even shut and she waited for me to open it. Okay. I've even started to doubt myself. I've read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Event Whisper app, the Evening Whisper app, and I've read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through, so I'm sure you'll both be fine. Oh, I'm not talking about it in front of other people. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know, I said thanks already. But no, so much emphasis on... But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know it. Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different from me. What's your problem? Burnout. Been working on something for 2 years straight, and no one outside the office knows about it, and those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes. I don't really work on them, not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project? I'll tell you under friend NDA, okay? alright? I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. Part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP, or worst case, another FMC game with a different genre, or in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Huh. That's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you wrote for years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. Fluffy pancakes. Yummy. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all of those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There are only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years. Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Yeah, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and the day after off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about the starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua, you look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now. Prepare for a getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh, okay then. Everyone, see you next week. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Okay, see you folks later. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. But not now. Gotta finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going with? Still in the house? I definitely won't say no. Gingerbread coffee. Oh my gosh, I want that. Alright, we're gonna stop it there. Let me just go ahead and save it. Friday. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. New, healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. Action video game. Rising Hill blamed for violence in school.